song every hour. Music 24/7 on IndianaSRN. Music from past decades and the top hits every day 24/7. Listen to the weekly Top 20 every Saturday and Sunday. It's Music 24/7 on IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
So we're sitting here with the man, Tom Morales. If you want to build culture and grow your business the right way, take a page out of his playbook. You know, Tom's best strength is his ability to be available as a leader. And so I wanted to show you kind of his day-to-day as he walks the floor here at Morales Group.
But I also want them to understand that I'm never not there for them. For the company is a person we call our janitor. And so when we held them in that level of high esteem and stuff, I think they realize that they're as important as anybody else in this company.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see my kid?
Yeah!
Come on! What's wrong with you?
Being a man used to be simpler. You guard the cave, provide sustenance, honor thy name. A handshake sealed the deal, and a word was a promise. Today, things are a bit more complicated. We try to impress people we don't know by acquiring things we don't need. We have friends lists, but few real friendships. Things like integrity and kindness have fallen by the wayside. How can we know if we measure up when the scale is constantly changing? The Freemasons believe that a man's job is to be the best version of himself possible. To pursue truth and self-discovery. We give more and take less. We connect with our fellow man so that we may learn from each other, to challenge one another to live up to our highest ideals. We believe a man should be judged by his strength of character, his willingness to make sacrifices to improve both himself and the lives of those around him. For hundreds of years, the Freemasons have helped men find more meaning, to make connections with other men in a way that truly matters. For those seeking a deeper sense of purpose, a chance to make lasting friendships. To reach higher, to find more.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Here on the north side of Indianapolis for some 1A high school football. Week number 3 already. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there listening. Tony Donahue along with John Lester calling the Knights action here as the Knights take on the visiting Rebels. John, 79 degrees. It's a really beautiful night here. Let's discuss first and foremost South Newton coming into this game. Had lost 37 in a row until last week, and for the first time in over 6 years, they've got a chance to win back-to-back games, and we always talk about in football momentum. Winning 2 games in a row to a lot of programs, it happens a couple times a year. But for this program, Rebels coming down here with a little bit of more pep in their step, not what they're used to, and you look on the schedule and you say, okay, they 0-10, 0-6, 0-10, but all of a sudden 1-1, kind of have some confidence in you.
It's a brand new season for them, yeah. Getting that win, breaking that big losing streak, it's a big confidence booster for them, and I know they're going to be bringing their A game in here to Traders Point tonight after that victory last week. 80 miles to the north is where South Newton is in Kentland, Indiana. They brought some fans down with us. Let's go to the home team, the Trader Point Knights. Cooper Simmons Little, the quarterback. 5 interceptions, couple of touchdowns, protecting the football and not making mistakes. I think it's going to be key to him having a great night tonight. It most definitely is, yeah. And Traders Point, you could have had they're 0-2. That could have been a different outcome last week. The penalties doomed them a little bit last week, but I know they're going to be ready for this one here tonight, and we'll see what happens.
John, let's talk about some keys to this contest. I first think if you're Traders Point, you've got to control the first half. Giving up 26 points 2 weeks ago and 27 points last week in the first half, you're out of the game by halftime. Now, they have played a lot better in those 2 games in the second half, but getting off to a good start here tonight for the Knights is going to be key.
It most certainly is, and, I think the defense is on a high note because they shut out Covenant Christian there in that second half last week, and they were the defending 1A state champions. So, yeah, we'll see but, Traders Point cannot get in that hole like they've been having the first 2 games. So they're going to have to,
Quickly before the national anthem, 15 penalties last week. Going to have to eliminate that as well.
Yeah, they got to clean that up, and but I think they'll get that cleaned up, and I expect a good game here tonight.
We'll be back with 1A high school football action here on IndianaSRN right after this.
Hey folks, good to be with you for tonight's game. My name is Andy Simpson, and I'm a licensed IHSAA football official, and welcome to Friday Night Football powered by IndianaSRN. On behalf of the 340 football officials, the IHSAA, the crew here at IndianaSRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and more important, don't forget to subscribe to the IndianaSRN YouTube page. As you're watching tonight's contest, I'm going to show you a few of our signals that will help you better understand the information we are trying to convey. Touchdown, safety, first down, holding or illegal use of hands, encroachment, or offsides commonly known, false start or illegal formation on the offense, or a free kick scrimmage violation, face mask, intentional grounding, roughing the passer, clipping, illegal shift, illegal motion, illegal block, pass interference by the offense or the defense, delay of game, and the one signal we dislike and you as fans don't like seeing, unsporting. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and following us on IndianaSRN. You can also tune in to the Football Weekly Show and Coach's Show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on IndianaSRN.org. Finally, if you've ever thought about becoming an IHSAA official, www.ihsaa.org and click on the Officials tab or call the IHSAA office at 317-846-6601. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
I get her, not solo.
Welcome back, IndianaSRN, here at Traders Point Christian School. The Knights welcoming in the South Newton Rebels. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. Let's go back to last week. I know that you seen this Trader Point team play. Didn't get that running game established early last week. I think that's going to be another big key coming up here tonight.
They didn't, yeah, and pretty much had to resort to the passing game in the second half last week, which wasn't too bad. But, yeah, going to have to get a flow in that running game offensively here tonight.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, the first two games, both tales of two halves. You kind of get blown out in the first half of both, but then you control the tempo in the second. So not sure how to play with the lead here for Traders Point, but you do know how to play and keep the defense at bay and keep the opposition's offense from scoring.
Yeah, the defense was on the field quite a bit the last 2 weeks, and so yeah. But again, they shutting out Covenant Christian in the second half. I still think that's gonna be a big momentum boost here starting out this game tonight.
And I think pace too for Traders Point. If you can control the tempo, you've got a lot of guys for both teams playing both offense and defense tonight. If you can control that tempo to say, hey, we've got our defense getting a rest because our offense is going on long drives, I think that sets you up, too, to play full 4 quarters.
Absolutely, yes. And so like I say, if they clean those penalties up, that could have been a different outcome last week if they had gotten rid of a couple of those penalties. So they could easily be sitting here 1-1. So, yeah, this one tonight, if they can, set the tempo early, get out to that lead, and that will definitely be more momentum for them as well.
Traders Point, the home team, has won the toss. They elect to receive. They are in their blue home uniforms, white pants with blue tops. The Rebels of South Newton from Kentland, Indiana, straight up Highway 41, are in their road white uniforms with red numberings. They will kick the football off. And again, perfect opportunity here. You get the toss. Traders Point saying, hey, we want the football first. We want to score first. We want to switch the time from what we're used to the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I believe their defense has been out first the first 2 weeks, and Heritage and Covenant have ran down and scored on them. So different this week. They're going to taste the football first. So let's see if they can run down and score and get that early lead.
A little bit different this week when you're at home. You've got, this is a beautiful field, 8 years old here at Traders Point, beautiful AstroTurf. You really want to put on a show here tonight for the fans.
Yeah, most definitely. A pretty good crowd out here tonight, and let's hope the weather holds off as well. So we're going to do a little bit of rain coming up here, but I think we're good to go.
Yeah, we did indeed run into a little bit of rain earlier here from Whitestown. Indiana's Traders Point takes on the Rebels of South Newton. The opening kickoff coming up, and we'll see a lot on the special team side for Traders Point. Reagan Smith, the senior kicker, she was burying a few in warm-ups from about 35, 40 yards out. And we can hear this lady's conversation beautifully. So opening kickoff coming up here as the visiting Rebels of South Newton will kick it off to Traders Point. Deep for the home team for the Knights is number 86. Tobias Grant will be deep, the wide receiver. He is at the 25-yard line. And kicking off here for South Newton will be Caden Martin. As we wait for the play clock to come down here to 0, they will reset that, and we will be underway from Traders Point under a cloudy, overcast sky here. Labor Day weekend, high school football here on IndianaSRN. This broadcast copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. Use of these pictures, videos, and audio without the express written consent of the IHSAA is prohibited.
I'm impressed with the crowd that South Newton brought down here tonight from Kentland.
It's a squib kick, fielded at the 40, past the 45, fielded cleanly by the Trader Point Christian up man. That is number 66, Mason Smith. He will go down. And good field position here early after the kickoff for Traders Point.
Yeah, starting almost midfield with a 47 or so yard line, 48-yard line. Yeah, let's see what their offense brings out.
And South Newton, you're a team. You've only won one game in a couple of years. Why not try something? Maybe a little squib there, get a nice little bounce and recover. But nonetheless, right around midfield for the Knights of Traders Point. One man in the backfield under center. Comes Cooper Simmons Little. One wide receiver to his left, one to his right. Here's the fake handoff. Quarterback keeper all the way. He's tackled in the backfield. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. No more. Counted for a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
Good defense there for South Newton. They didn't look to be fooled on that at all, and held the quarterback to a 1-yard gain.
Hayden Basewick from South Newton in the backfield there early tackling in the backfield. Cooper Simmons Little keeps the legs going, a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9 on the first play of the game. Simmons Little out of the backfield. He's got trips to the left. He's got 3 wide receivers, 1 in the slot up top to the right as well. 1 man in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Quick screen pass is almost intercepted off the hands of the defender, Javen Wright. The senior almost had it for Painter there. Would have been a pick 6. So first lucky break kind of goes to Traders Point there because that could have been disastrous.
It's South Newton kind of kicking themselves. They had the interception there. That would have been 6 points on the board for sure.
So 3rd down and 9. Checking out of the ball game is number 86, Tobias Grant, out of shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Same look as we saw this past play. Sam Johnson to the left. He's in the slot. 1 man in the backfield. Cooper Simmons Little takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Quick screen over the top. It's caught at about the 45-yard line, and he stretches forward for the first down. I don't think they will give it to him. It looks like he's going to be about a yard shy, but a nice little pitch and catch there. Philip Moran is his first catch of the night, and it's going to be a quick movement here, and the markers are saying 4th down.
4 down territory early on this game.
They will switch it to 1st down, so his momentum he stretched the football out, got it past the 1st down marker, and the chains move on the first possession here for Traders Point. Fumble on the snap, ball goes onto the ground, onto the turf, but it is recovered by Cooper Simmons Little. So some little things going wrong here early for Traders Point.
Yeah, I don't know if that was miscommunication or just botched handoff there or what, but yeah, that could have been worse though for Traders Point.
So a loss of about 4.5 yards there, counted about a 2nd down and 13 coming up. Out of shotgun comes Simmons Little. He's got 1 man in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the slot. 3-point steps up. He's under pressure, scrambles, and he is going to be drugged down. We'll see if there's a flag there, and it is. It'll be a horse collar tackle for sure.
Yeah, good defense there for South Newton, but yeah, that horse collar tackle, that's going to be called every time.
And that's one of those things on the defensive side of the ball, John, where you see the guy in front of you, and the only chance you have to grab him and bring him down is by that horse collar. Unfortunately, it's a 10-yard penalty, 15-yard penalty. They'll mark it forward and move the chains for the 2nd time in this first quarter for Traders Point.
Big break there for Traders Point. That's going to put it inside the 35-yard line, I believe.
Traders Point, 1st down.
And they will mark it all the way to about the 32-yard line. 1st down and 10. So after that very short opening kickoff, Traders Point has been able to, 1 on a 1st down and then now on a penalty, move the chains. 10:25 remaining in the first quarter. That'll set up a 1st down and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. Simmons Little out of shotgun. He's got 1 man in the backfield with him. That's Tobias Grant. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun snap. Steps up across the middle, and it is picked off. Interception, South Newton. That's number 4, Evan Krug. And the ball looked a little bit overthrown right into the defense there for the interception.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there, and South Newton was right there and got a quick early turnover, not what Traders Point was looking for, and our defense has to come back out on the field.
You talk about momentum, and it looked like a little bit of momentum was on Traders Point side because of the fact that the interception didn't happen on the 2nd play of the game. Now the interception happens, and South Newton will take over for the first time this evening. Ball on the 28-yard line, 1st down and 10. Not quite 2 minutes into this opening period here on Friday Night Football on IndianaSRN. Out of shotgun comes South Newton. Quick handoff, and he's got a lot of room. Gets past the line of scrimmage to about the 31, pushes it forward to the 32-yard line. That is the running back, Luke Patterson, out of the backfield.
Yeah, Luke had a good run there and picks up a good 6 yards or so, 4 yards or so there for South Newton.
So 2nd down and 6. Got some big boys on this South Newton squad, including the man who just picked off that interception at 5'11", Evan Krug on the right side, wide receiver. Number 24, Caden Cruz. He is the quarterback. You don't see that often in high school football. Quarterback keeper the whole way. Makes 1-man miss, spins across the 35-yard line. Mark him down at the 36-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down and short here coming up for South Newton.
Great design play there, but good job for Traders Point keeping him short of the 1st down there.
So Evan Krug will come in, and he is the one calling the plays out here. He is the wide receiver. He will at times line up in the backfield, but right now he will line up on the left side of the field. To the right side is Michael Dewing. He's got one-on-one coverage to his right. 2 man in the backfield, 2 stacked at the line of scrimmage. Cruz out of shotgun, quarterback keeper the whole way, goes to the left, gets across the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, he's at the 50. It's a foot race now, he's at the 40. He's at the 30, makes another man miss to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, South Newton.
And I do not see any flags.
A big play there, a 62-yard run on 3rd down for the touchdown, and South Newton, the Rebels, strike first on the road.
Yeah, great play there, and it looks like similar to like a wildcat formation that they run out of for South Newton there. So I might have gotten Traders Point a little off their game there a little bit.
And when your quarterback or the man taking the snaps is number 24, it usually means he's a wide receiver, but he does have the ability to throw the football. But right there, just the big uglies up front gave him a nice hole to get through, made a couple guys miss, and it was a foot race from there. So 6-0 here to start this first quarter. We'll see what they run here. And it's and they'll throw it, and it's going to be a flag anyway for a illegal formation. So the penalty will be declined. It will be 6-0 South Newton. Let's go back to that touchdown here, and you'll see once he gets past the line of scrimmage, gets a couple big misses right there, and then it's a foot race from here. He's got 1 man to beat a little stutter step, and he's gone to the end zone.
That's a great play call by South Newton.
62 yards, 3rd down and 2, and South Newton strikes first, 6-0 here in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Kick here by South Newton is fielded by Xavier Gibson, and he takes it to the 39-yard line. So the second possession of the game for Traders Point will start at their own 39. They trail 6-0 after a 62-yard touchdown run for South Newton and Caden Cruz. You couldn't have asked for a better first 4 minutes if you're South Newton on the road.
Absolutely, yeah. 65 yards on that run, on that drive for Cruz right there.
Here's a quick handoff, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. He will pick up no gain, and they'll set up a 2nd down and 10. Welcome into Traders Point Christian, IndianaSRN, IndianaSRN.org. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. 6-0 is the score here. Not quite yet 4 minutes into this first quarter. It was a quick turnover on Trader Point's first possession. Simmons Little was picked off by Caden Cruz, who also then went on to score the opening touchdown. Here's a quick screen pass over the top. It is caught by Gibson. Gibson gets across the line of scrimmage, makes a man miss. Now it's a foot race. He's past the 50, past the 40, to the 30-yard line where he's drugged down. So a nice little screen play there. And for the 3rd time tonight, Traders Point is moving the sticks.
Yeah, great answer here so far on this drive by Traders Point, and a nice 30-yard pickup there, and they're inside or right at the 30-yard line, looks like.
So they'll go quick here. Out of the backfield comes Simmons Little. Out of shotgun, he's got 1 man in the backfield with him. That is Elias Underwood. They have not ran the football yet, and it is a design draw here. He gets past the line of scrimmage, across the 20, take him to about the 19-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down again. They will move the chains, and now that momentum, John, going back to the home team, Traders Point.
Yeah, they had a decent drive going on that first drive, and unfortunately ended with that interception. But, yeah, great answer here so far.
Simmons Little out of shotgun now. They will go to the hurry-up with Elias Underwood in the backfield, one-on-one coverage. To the left, he's got 2 men to the right. That includes Meals to the right side of the football as well. Might have had some numbers changed from last week. 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. Here's a shotgun snap. Quick handoff to Elias Underwood. Makes one guy miss, and he is tackled at about the 19-yard line, so a pickup of about 1. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Great job on the running game here so far for Traders Point. And it looks like South Newton's having to switch a lot on defense here.
Kevin Bosick, the big wide receiver target. Now we'll move to the left side of the field. Gibson out there as well. He is in the slot, and one-on-one coverage to the right is Philip Moran. Shotgun snap coming. Elias Underwood in the backfield. Simmons Little takes the snap. Quick handoff to Underwood. Makes one guy miss. He's down and into the end zone. Makes 3 guys miss, and a quick answer there. And it's 6-6 as Traders Point has tied it up.
Great answer for Traders Point. Getting it done on the ground and tying this football game up.
Set up by the 32-yard screen play to get them down to about the 32-yard line. A couple nice runs there, and it is Elias Underwood with his 3rd touchdown run of the season, and the extra point pending by senior Reagan Smith. If she can knock it through the uprights, it'll be Traders Point with the 1-point advantage. Low snap, ball is down, kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. And just like that, after a turnover and a quick touchdown, Traders Point answers right back to take the lead. With 6:40 left in the first quarter, it's Traders Point 7, South Newton 6. We'll be back right after this on IndianaSRN.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
John Lester here on IndianaSRN. Here is the pursuing kickoff, fielded at about the 24-yard line. That is by Lucas Baguki, and he takes it to about the 35-yard line. Let's go back and look at that touchdown that put Traders Point up 7-6 here. And just a quick little draw play right up the middle, and it's Elias Underwood with yet another touchdown. And you'll see here when you line up in that shotgun snap with 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, you don't know if you're going to throw it or not. Quick handoff here. Switch, change of direction, and he's in for the end zone.
Yeah, I think that threw South Newton off a little bit too, and thus the pretty much easy touchdown run up the middle.
So we talked about in the pregame here, John, it was inevitable that if they were going to move the football, Traders Point, to get the running game going early, they've done a good job of doing that so far here halfway through the first quarter.
Job successful, yeah.
Here is a quick handoff for South Newton on their second possession of the evening. That's Corbin Cruz. He'll take it for a gain of 2. So on the opening possession for Traders Point, it was an interception. That led to a 62-yard touchdown run for South Newton. That was Caden Cruz. And then a very quick answer after a short kick, a 30-yard screen play, followed up by a touchdown run by Elias Underwood. Extra point good for Traders Point. That's the advantage right now. They lead 7-6. Here's a quick shotgun snap, handed off up to the middle to the big boy. Pickup of about 2. That is David Van Wynen. Gets about a 2-yard pickup, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 5 from the 40-yard line as we've reached the halfway point of the first quarter.
Big 3rd down here. If Traders Point can get a 3 and out after that touchdown, that's going to be a big momentum boost in their favor.
Cruz in the backfield. He's also got his brother Corbin Cruz in the backfield. Caden is 24. Corbin is 6. Also back there is Luke Patterson, the wide receiver. Quick screen pass on a comeback route. It is caught at about the 40-yard line and pushed forward by Evan Krug, who had the interception. And it looks like he will be just short of the first down marker. Mark it about a 4th down and a long 2 And I think you got to punt it here.
Yeah, it's too early in the game to try going for it, and especially on your own end of the field. So, yeah, I think punting is the right decision here.
Logan Lewis with his mullet, he will punt the football. He will line up at about the 30-yard line. He was banging them from about 30 to 35 yards in warm-ups. Deep back for Traders Point. In the backfield is Hawk Johnson. Here comes the kick. It is a good one. It sends Johnson back. It's going to bounce at the 20 and dribble to about the 21-yard line. Sorry, that was Sam Johnson back there deep for the Traders Point Trojans. So we'll keep it, for Traders Point. We'll keep it right here. John, I mean, back and forth, there's been some mistakes made so far by Traders Point, but you look up, you got a chance here to go up by another score, leading 7-6.
Yeah, and they've really cleaned things up as well. As we were talking, 15 penalties last week against Covenant Christian, 0 so far in the first 7.5 minutes.
And you got to like that if you're Traders Point. The Knights have the football for the third time this evening out of shotgun. Quick snap to Eli Underwood, and he is tripped up. Gain of about, call it 2, so a second down and 8. But again, Traders Point doing a good job of establishing that run here early.
Yeah, and South Newton, if they can keep getting subs on South Newton, wearing down that defense, that's the big key. That's big key for Traders Point as well.
Second down and call it 6. 3 wide receivers to the left with Xavier Gibson in the slot. It's a fake handoff, quarterback keeper. He gets past the line of scrimmage, pushes his momentum forward right to the sticks. I don't think he got enough for the first down, so mark it a 3rd down and 1 for Traders Point.
Much better on the running game this week, too, for Traders Point. They've already rushed for 40 yards in this first quarter.
3rd down and 1, ball on the 30-yard line. Out of shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the left in the slot. Quick handoff here to Underwood. He's got a lot of momentum, gets those legs going. It's a pickup of 10. Good enough for the first down.
Great move again, Underwood, and he's pushing 50 yards himself.
So Underwood getting established here early. He's got a first down on this play. He had a touchdown on their last drive, and Traders Point gaining momentum here on their 3rd drive of the evening. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield for Simmons Little. He is going to step back and throw it deep. He's got a man wide open, looks up, it is caught. Philip Moran deep to the 10-5, touchdown, Traders Point.
Wow.
60-yard touchdown throw, the 6th of the season here for Simmons Little, and it's 13-6, Traders Point.
Looks like Traders Point's going with a little bit more of a quicker offense. Looks like they've changed the offensive game up a little bit this week.
So a first down, why not take a shot? He had a man, the ball was a little bit underthrown, but he gave enough time for Philip Moran to get under it and take it to the house for 60 yards and a touchdown. The second touchdown of the night for Traders Point with the extra point pending. High snap, ball is down, kick is up, and through the uprights, it's a 60-yard touchdown pass. And Traders Point, 14 unanswered points. They have a 14-6 lead over South Newton. You're watching high school football here on IndianaSRN. Back here on IndianaSRN, Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. And on the very first possession of this football game, Traders Point throws an interception, which leads to 6 points. But quickly, in less than 4.5 minutes, 14 unanswered points by Traders Point, and that 60-yard touchdown throw will get you a replay coming up here after this kickoff. Baguki takes it at about the 15-yard line, makes one man miss, but is tripped up by the turf and drugged down at about the 28-yard line. Let's go back and look at that. It was a 1st and 10 play out of shotgun. Very patient here by Simmons Little over the top. He's got his man in double coverage, throws it right over, and if he doesn't hit the referee, which he doesn't. He's in for the score. Quickly 14 unanswered for Traders Point here in the first quarter.
Yeah, 147 yards of offense for Traders Point in the first 9 minutes of this football game.
First down and 10. The third possession here for South Newton. They scored on their first on a 62-yard touchdown run. And on top of that, after that, they were forced to punt on a 3-and-out. Here's a quick screen pass across the left side of the field, and I'm not sure he gained anything there. So the momentum that South Newton had early in his first quarter seems to have gone away.
Yeah, Traders Point with those 2 quick scores. Yeah, and South Newton trying to get the momentum back here on this drive.
So second down and mark at about 9 as there is under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Traders Point with a 14-6 advantage over the visiting South Newton Rebels. 3 men in the backfield. And this is this tricky formation, John, where you're not sure if they're going to throw it or they're going to keep it and run.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Wildcat a little bit that you see colleges and pros run.
And Cruz decides to keep it in the backfield, and he is met immediately and gang tackled by Traders Point. Leading the charge there was Christian Heiser, and it'll be a third down and long here for South Newton.
Yeah, much, much better job defensively so far for Traders Point than their first couple weeks.
Third down and 13. When this ball snapped, there'll be 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-6. Third down and 13. Ball on the 24-yard line. 3 men in the backfield. Cruz is the play caller. He's got his brother Corbin to his right. He's going to pass. Steps up in the pocket, collapses, spins, makes one man miss, and he's drugged down at about the 25-yard line. So a gain of 1, but 4th and 12 for this. So for the second straight possession, the defense here for Traders Point really stepping up.
Yeah, forcing a 3-and-out for the second drive in a row, and have to get the punting team out for South Newton again.
So with 1:30 to go, the last 2 possessions for South Newton has ended with punts. Deep for Traders Point. That is number 5, Xavier Gibson. He's a speedster. High snap, fielded, punted at about the 10. Low kick bounces at the 49-yard line. It'll take another bounce where it is touched by South Newton's Javen Wright. And the next possession for Traders Point will come up here at the 41-yard line with, again, John, all the momentum in the world, leading 14-6. All 14 of those points unanswered.
Yeah, 14 unanswered points, and then you can get 2 straight 3-and-outs on defense. This is just what Traders Point was needing here in this game after an 0-2 start.
And we talked about in the outset, you got a lot of guys in 1A football playing both sides of the ball, so it's inevitable to give your defensive rest. South Newton's defense has been on the football field a long time here in this first quarter.
They have, and Traders Point, we were talking about this either last week or a couple games ago, they have the deepest roster they've had in a few years, so that can give them a chance to sub in and sub out a little more frequently.
Simmons Little out of shotgun, takes a snap, and it's going to be no play as it is ruled dead. Looks like we will have a false start. So the first penalty of the night on Traders Point will mark them back. So first down and 15 coming up.
Yeah, 6 of those 15 penalties last week were defensive offsides, and you only get the first penalty here. They have 0 penalties defensively, so yeah, much better showing.
So first and 15 with 1:09 showing on the clock here in the first quarter. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester, IndianaSRN. Traders Point with the advantage, 14-6 over South Newton. First down and 15. Simmons Little out of shotgun. 3 wide receivers set. He will hand it off, and immediately drugged down in the backfield is Elias Underwood. So mark it for about a gain of 1. Second down and 14 coming up with under a minute to play here in the first quarter.
Underwood with 47 yards on 6 carries so far.
And a lot of those coming on that, 32-yard touchdown run earlier in this quarter. Out of shotgun, it is a quick pitch and catch, and it is caught across the seam. That's Xavier Gibson. Gets it across the 50-yard line into South Newton territory, marked down at about the 44-yard line, 48-yard line. And with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter, they will reset the chains. 14-6 the advantage here for Traders Point.
South Newton going a little quicker offense than they have the first 2 games, too. I think I mentioned that earlier. So South Newton may not have been quite prepared for that.
So 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 1 man in the backfield. Simmons Little has it. It'll be a delayed handoff, and Underwood is met right at the line of scrimmage and tackled down. So that'll be the final play of a very entertaining first quarter as Traders Point leads 14-6. A tale of two quarters, it seems like, all in one, because we have the first 6 points of the game by South Newton, followed up by 14 straight by Traders Point. When we come back here on Indiana SRN, we'll take a look back at the first quarter and get you ready for second quarter action. You're watching high school football on Indiana SRN. Welcome back to high school football here on Indiana SRN. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. Traders Point with a 14-6 advantage after one quarter. And when you look back at that first quarter, John, momentum went both ways. South Newton got that interception and the touchdown, but it's been all Traders Point since.
Yeah, they've put up 148 yards of offense in the first quarter, held South Newton to 74. So, yeah.
Traders Point doing a good job, too, as we talked about, getting that running game established here early. Out of shotgun on second down and 9. Over the top, he's got a man wide open, and it is dropped by number 86. That's Tobias Grant. The ball was floating. He had to go back to get it. By the time he went to catch, he just didn't grab it to run with it. It would have been a touchdown.
And I think he saw open field in front of him and tried to run before he completely caught the ball, too.
And it's the same in baseball. Before you can make the out, you've got to have the ball in your hands. Didn't happen there. So third down and 9 here to start the second quarter, and a nice little hard count by Traders Point will push South Newton off sides. That'll give them, instead of a 3rd and 9, now a third down and short, 3rd and 4 to go.
If I can jump in here, the score update to tell you about real quick. Center Grove and Carmel in a battle of 1 versus 2. Center Grove up 10-0 after the first quarter.
It's my guy Eric Moore getting it done down there for the Trojans in Center Grove. 3rd down and 4. Quick snap, fake handoff. Screen pass is caught by Philip Moran. Spins out of one tackle, makes a move downfield. He's got enough for the first down as he's tackled at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, great move there by Moran. That's his second catch. He had the touchdown reception earlier in the game and just picked up 17 more.
So 1st down and 10. The change continued to move here for Traders Point, leading 14-6 in the first 20 seconds of this second quarter. So 1st down and 10 coming up. Underwood in the backfield for the Knights of Traders Point. Under center comes Simmons Little. Takes a snap, quick handoff, and it is bobbled, but caught. Makes one man miss, gives the stiff arm past the 15-yard line, and he's drugged down at the 13 for a gain of 11. So another 1st down here for Traders Point.
That could have been disaster right there, but nice job of regrouping there.
Yeah, the handoff just bounced in the air, grabbed it, and kept moving. So with 11:15 to go here in the first half of play, Traders Point threatening again to score on what would be their 3rd consecutive possession.
And that first possession was looking pretty good, unfortunately, for Traders Point, end with that interception, or else you could be looking 4 for 4 on scoring drives.
So under center comes Cooper Simmons Little. Has the football, hands it off to Underwood. Underwood looking for his 2nd touchdown of the night. He's met right at the line of scrimmage by Caden Martin, so no gain there, 2nd down and 10.
Good job there by the South Newton defense there, holding him to a minimal gain there on 1st down.
So 2nd and long coming up here inside of the red zone. Mark it at the 12-yard line. 14-6, 10:28 to go here in the first half of play. Out of shotgun comes Simmons Little. Fakes the handoff, makes one man miss, and he's met at the 10-yard line and spun down by Luke Patterson. So a 3rd down and 8 coming up here and it's going to be interesting times. This could be 4-down territory.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, see what they come up here on 3rd down, and I would guess it would be 4-down territory at this position of the field.
So we'll see if they keep the football on the ground, which is what they've done most of this possession. Only that one throw over the top that would have went for 6, but dropped behind him. So Underwood is in the backfield alongside of Simmons. Little out of shotgun. It's a quick snap to Underwood. He makes one man miss, but he is tripped up by his own man at the line of scrimmage. So it will be 4th down and about 2, and they're going to send out the field goal unit. That's Reagan Smith. She is 2 for 2 so far tonight on extra points. This will be a 24-yard field goal.
I think this is her first field goal attempt of the year right here.
So from 27 yards out.
She was looking pretty good in pregame, though.
She certainly has the leg to do it. It'll come out of the hold of Sam Johnson. Here's the low snap, fielded, picked up. It is up, and it is down and in. So a 27-yard field goal from Reagan Smith. That's her first of her senior campaign. 2 for 2 on extra points, and puts one in from 27 yards with 9:07 remaining here in the first half of play. Traders Point leads South Newton 17-6. We'll be back right after this on IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Traders Point as the ensuing kickoff sends South Newton all the way into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So a great drive there was killed deep in the red zone, but a 27-yard field goal from Reagan Smith, her first of the season, makes it 17-6 Traders Point, and 17 unanswered so far here. John, if you're Traders Point, a very slow start with the turnover, but you got to be happy with your last 3 offensive and defensive possessions.
Yeah, this is about as good of a first half as you could ask for outside that first 5 minutes for Traders Point.
17-6 with 9:07 remaining here in the first half of play. South Newton has been forced to punt the football on their last 3 possessions after the touchdown on their first possession. Evan Krug, the wide receiver to the left, he has an interception so far this evening. Lucas Baguki is in the slot. Here is a quick throw deep down the left side, and it is in and out of the hands of Eli Mills. Would have been an interception. But you got to like the play call there if you're South Newton trying to gain some of that momentum back.
Yeah, South Newton trying to get Traders Point off guard there and just a little bit overthrow his receiver.
Was a nice play call. Just the throw was not there, and that's the formation that South Newton's going to throw at you. You know, when your quarterback is number 24, you can also run the football. But every once in a while, he'll step back and launch it deep. He did there, but it falls incomplete. A couple whistles here, and it's going to be a timeout charge to Traders Point on 2nd down and 10. We'll take a break here on IndianaSRN. Traders Point with a 17-6 first half lead.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Welcome back to the north side of Indianapolis. Traders Point High School. The Knights lead the visiting South Newton Rebels 17-6 as we start this possession here in the second quarter. Quick pitch and catch. Good enough for a first down, but we do have some laundry on the field. Looks like this one will be coming back. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester, IndianaSRN.org. And, John, if you're South Newton right now, you're just trying anything downfield to keep the chains moving for your offense.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play call there. Unfortunately, it appears it's going to be coming back with a hold. But yeah, that's what South Newton's got to do. You know, they're going to have to throw some. And that Cruz has a pretty good arm on him, so they're trying to go downfield here and get back in this football game.
Trying to keep the defensive Traders Point on their heels, but so far, Traders Point's defense has done a very good job. Outside of that big play that went for a touchdown in the opening possession, they have shut down the Rebels' offense.
Yeah, most definitely. Take away that 62-yard touchdown, and they've held South Newton to 9 yards of offense in this first half.
So second down and 15 after the penalty. 8:53 remaining here in the first half of play. And we have another flag. And it'll be a sideline warning on South Newton, so they will march them back even deeper inside of the 10-yard line. So it looks like South Newton's head coach, that would be Bradley Beavis, was on the field yelling.
There's another flag.
And another flag, and he's tossed him. And Bradley Beavis, the head football coach for South Newton, has been tossed. And, you know,
I don't know if I've ever seen that at the high school level.
Something you don't see that often. A flag for a sideline warning as South Newton's head coach Bradley Beavis was yelling at the official. He kept going, and the official has had enough. He has tossed head coach Bradley Beavis of South Newton. So looks like he'll walk on over to the bus and enjoy the rest of this football game from the comforts of the first seat.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he was happy with something, obviously, but I'm not sure what his beef was over there. I don't know if he thinks his guys are getting held, or I'm not sure what.
So 3 straight flags, 1 for the hold, and then back-to-back flags for the first the sideline warning and then the ejection. I haven't seen anybody leave, and we'll see what they decide to call here. Nonetheless, it's going to be second down and a mile for South Newton inside of the 5-yard line. So you got to really be careful here of a safety.
Yeah, we're still all kind of confused as to what exactly was going on over there.
Yeah, because the head coach is still standing on the sidelines. Nonetheless, Cruz throws out of the end zone, finds Evan Krug at about the 9-yard line, so they get a little bit of cushion there on the 5-yard pickup. That'll bring up third down and 21.
Very important for Traders Point here. If they can hold them, they will force a punt from the end zone and should get outstanding field position.
So a third down and 21 coming up here, and this is one of those just safety plays where you try to get a maybe delayed draw to give your punter a little bit more room where he's not punting it out of the end zone.
Yeah, you don't want to try anything too fancy here and force an interception and give them even better field position. So, yeah, I would think just a draw play maybe up the middle or something.
So a quick update. We haven't seen any coaches leave the playing field for South Newton. Here's a quick draw play. It's handed off to Corbin Cruz. He gets around to about the 15-yard line, so really all you could ask for there was a decent gain to give your kicker a little bit of room. We do see one fan, don't want to speculate here, but we do see one fan leaving. Now, he could be going to get a hot dog at the concession stand because it looks like he would, but we don't know exactly what happened there, so at halftime we'll definitely figure out the situation as far as the sideline warning. And then there was definitely an ejection. We saw the throw. That guy does look a little angered as he's walking out of here. Nonetheless, fourth down and 15 with 7:24 to go here in the first half. And for the fourth straight time, the punting unit for South Newton will take to the field.
I would still be confused if it was with that fan. Normally you don't see a flag thrown on that. You see just be
and I don't know if he touched that, but the ball bounced at the 45-yard line as Xavier Gibson went to field it. I don't think that he touched it from our angle here right in front of us, and the referee seemed like they would agree So it'll be first down for Traders Point. They avoid some disaster there on that punt.
That could have been disaster, yes. If you decide you're not going to field that punt, you maybe want to get away from it, and you're a little close for comfort there.
So with 7:04 left here in the first half, it is 17-6. It's been all Traders Point really since that first 4 minutes of the football game where they threw an interception, which led to a 62-yard touchdown run. But again, here, you could really break this one wide open before halftime.
Yeah, and I think this Traders Point defense is playing a lot better. And I still atone it to last week when they shut out Covenant Christian in that second half. I think it's boiling over.
Simmons Little with the quarterback keeper, makes one man miss, spins, but does not get back to the line of scrimmage, and now he's just in protect mode. He will go down for a loss of about 3, so second down and 13 coming up.
South Newton has done a good job against Simmons Little here, not letting him get any real big plays on him except that one long pass play for the touchdown.
So second down and 11 coming up, ball on the 38-yard line. Traders Point trying to score, put points on the board for their 4th straight possession, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here is the over-the-top lob, and it is caught in mid-stride by Sam Johnson past the 50-yard line, enough for a first down and a nice little pitch and catch there for a pickup of about 14 yards.
First catch for Johnson today. Great, very nicely executed play right there.
So the momentum continues to stay on the Knights sideline for Traders Point. At the 50-yard line comes Simmons Little. He's going to quarterback keep it. He's got a lot of room past the 40-yard line. Keeps his legs churning and falls forward to about the 42-yard line. And it'll be second down and 5 coming up. That fan's coming back, so it wasn't him that was ejected. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I'm still kind of confused what exactly happened there, but
we will let you know at halftime what exactly went down, because there was definitely a signal for an ejection, which, again, you don't see that often in high school football. Something has to be said or done over the top for that to go down. So nonetheless, first and 10 here. A pump fake, now a scramble, a little lob over the top to Johnson, gets up in the air, gets it, but it looks like a flag on the field, and usually on quick plays like that don't develop, it's going to be a hold, and that's exactly what it is. So bring back the gain. It'll be a 10-yard penalty on the hold.
Still only the second penalty of the game for Traders Point, so they have really cleaned that up on the penalty side.
It's been a good second quarter as well here for the defensive Traders Point as they continue to force South Newton into punting. But nonetheless, the ball at the 48-yard line, just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half of play. It's been all Traders Point since really that second possession of this game, 17 unanswered. They have a 17-6 advantage. Simmons Little in the backfield, one man with him. 2 to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Quick handoff, and he is stuffed immediately at the line of scrimmage. A nice tackle there by Edgardo Andre Luna. Did I do that right?
It sounded good to me. South Newton not fooled at all with that play, and they forced Traders Point into a second and long.
So with a 2nd and 24 here, if you're South Newton, you haven't really had anything go your way since early in that first quarter, but now all of a sudden you're thinking, let's get a stop here, get them to 3rd down and long, get that football back with plenty of time on the clock to maybe go down and score before the end of the half.
With having to punt from deep in their own territory, this could be a win for South Newton.
Here is the jet sweep to the left. Xavier Gibson has it. He's across the 40, struck down at the 39-yard or the 41-yard line, but another flag on the play.
I think the officials must have heard me, because I was thinking to myself, this has been a pretty clean first half, and now it's just a flag frenzy.
And it'll be another hold on Traders Point. So that'll push them back even further. They had the ball at the 50-yard line on a 2nd and 24. So they will push it all the way back on the hold. They will mark the football at the 45-yard line of Traders Point. So 4:51 to go. It'll be a 2nd down and a mile here. I think on this 2nd down play, maybe another delayed draw just to get some chunk yards, see what you can do on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've really done a good job on the running game. You might figure they might try to cut this in half, get maybe half here, and then on 3rd down about 15, and try and get that first down.
2nd down and 9. 5 seconds on the play clock for Simmons Little. Well, alone in the backfield. He'll go to the right. He throws it up for grabs, and it is incomplete. Great defense there by Luke Patterson. And 3rd and 29 coming up for Traders Point. If you're the defense of South Newton here, you just want to keep everything in front of you. Don't allow anything deep over the top and then set up that punt.
Yeah, that was really good defense for South Newton. That was a dangerous pass there from Traders Point. Luckily, that wasn't intercepted.
So 3rd and 29, 4:26 remaining here in the first half, 17-6. High school football here on Indiana SRN. Out of shotgun comes Simmons Little. He's got one man in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. 5-step drop, quick screen, dumps it off. It's caught by Underwood. Underwood makes a few guys miss, gets past the 50-yard line to the 40, and he's tackled forward to the 35-yard line.
They've got about 4th and 8. I'd say 4 down territory here.
Yeah, I'm certainly going for it here. You get back to the original line of scrimmage, which is pretty significant in itself. So now they'll go quick, and the refs will blow it dead here as the football is marked at the 34-yard line. Give everybody a chance to get reset after the big chunk play there. So 4th down and 8. This could be the difference in the football game here with just 3:49 to go in the first half. Traders Point looking to put this thing away early, but South Newton away 17-6 is only 2 possessions, but it kind of feels like it's a little bit more than that the way South Newton's offense has not been able to perform here in the second quarter.
Well, I thought they were going with the hard count there. But
here's a quick pass over the top. It is up, and it is batted down off the hands. Great defensive play there by Caden Cruz. Bounces off the hands of Sam Johnson. 4th down and 8 from the 34-yard line. So after a back-and-forth possession here, for the first time tonight, Traders Point will punt it, looking to pin South Newton deep in their own zone.
Actually, I think that's a turnover on downs.
Oh, that was a 4th down and 8. Yes, you are correct.
That's a win for South Newton right there, keeping the score like it is and keeping them in this football game.
And I think the plan there for Cooper Simmons Little was make sure you get the pass off, throw it deep. If it gets intercepted, it's about as good as a punt.
Right.
If they bat it down, it brings them back to the line of scrimmage. So no harm, no foul there. 3:30 left in the first half. South Newton trailing by 11. It's been 17 unanswered for Traders Point. We'll see if South Newton's offense can find some of that momentum they gained early in the first quarter to cut this deficit before the end of the half. It's quarterback keeper the entire way. That goes to Caden Cruz. Makes 2 guys miss across the 35-yard line, mark it down to the 36, so only really a gain of 2.
Yeah, South Newton still has all 3 timeouts left here, too. So let's see if they kind of mix the offense up a little bit, try and get Traders Point on their heels.
3 minutes to go here in the first half, 2nd down and 7. No real sense of urgency here for South Newton, which surprises me knowing that they'll get the football to start the second half.
Yeah, they hold 2 for 1, get the touch or the score at the end of the half, and then turn around and get the football to start the second half. Yeah, I'm thinking it would be a little more urgency here.
Cruz has it. He's going to step up, fire it across the middle. He connects to Evan Krug, and Krug is tackled just short of the first down. So it'll be a 3rd down and 2 from about the see if they'll mark it. It's very close.
Got a pretty good spot there.
Yep, they did get a good spot there to the 44-yard line, and that's good enough, barely for a first down. But again, the clock continues to move with just 2:30 to go. No real sense of urgency here for South Newton.
Yeah, this is surprising, especially with 3 timeouts on the board.
2:24 to go. First half, South Newton trailing by 11. Haven't scored since early in the first quarter. Quarterback keeper the entire way. Cruz has it, met at the line of scrimmage and tackled in the backfield. And we'll see how the Rebels want to play this on 2nd down and 10. It almost seems like they're content going to the locker room down 11.
Yeah, and that's really surprising to me. And let's see, yeah, with 3 timeouts, you would think they would kind of have a little bit more pep in their step here.
We'll see if the tempo turns up here under 2 minutes. Maybe you don't want to punt the ball again and give Traders Point, who scored on 3 of their last 4 possessions, a chance to march down the field quickly, which we've seen them do already here in the first half. Cruz has the football. It's going to be a quick screen on the run. He connects to his brother Corbin Cruz. Cruz gets past the 50-yard line and taken out of bounds at about the 46, so that's a first down.
Yeah, I thought so too, and I thought they're actually going to mark him at about the 48, it looks like.
So he will be just short. And again, 1:12 remaining here in the first half. South Newton, we'll see if they take a shot here You've got all the timeouts that you need, all 3 of them. One-on-one coverage to the left. That's wide receiver Michael Dewing. Out of shotgun, 3rd and 2 from the 48, and he is stuffed in the backfield immediately. The initial hit goes to Christian Heiser, and coming in to finish off the tackle is his buddy Hawk Johnson. So 4th and 2. We'll see what they do here, and if you're Traders Point, I'm calling a timeout.
Yeah, I think they just did. Yes, so that's going to leave them with 1. Surprising drive by South Newton there.
We'll talk about that right after this. You're listening. You're watching high school football here on IndianaSRN from Traders Point, 17-6.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
41.7 seconds left here in the first half from Traders Point. The home Knights have a 17-6 advantage over South Newton. South Newton, a 4th down and 6, will line up to punt it. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. And John, very surprising. Plenty of time on the board for a drive. No sense of urgency for South Newton. And now they'll have to punt the football with 41 seconds left.
Which is very surprising, although they're lining up like they may try to, unless it's just a pooch punt or something.
We'll see what happens. Here's Cruz. He's got the snap. He's going to run to the right. Makes one man miss. He's across the 50-yard line to 49. So I don't understand why you would go aggressive on 4th down and 6 and not be aggressive in the 7 plays leading up to that. They took over. They had the football with 4 minutes and 32 seconds remaining, 3 timeouts, and they got absolutely nothing out of it except for handing the football right back over to Traders Point at their 49-yard line. So great momentum here to maybe put up a quick score. You've got 1 timeout left, so it's going to be inevitable to get out of bounds.
Yeah, very, very surprising drive there, and especially giving up the ball around midfield here.
So 1st down and 10, 36.5 seconds to go. Simmons Little has it. We'll see if he tries to go over the top. 3-step drop, steps up, looking to the sideline. He's got a man wide open. It is caught, and then out of bounds. We have a flag in the backfield. It might be a hold, and it indeed is a hold on Christian Heiser. So that will bring the football back, mark it a 2nd down and 10 with 30 seconds remaining.
Now let's see if Traders Point, after that penalty, just kind of runs out the first half here. So probably I wouldn't expect to try anything fancy or anything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a delayed draw if you get a pretty good chunk of yardage and you can take a shot to the end zone, great. But if not, 17 unanswered here. What kind of car?
Looks like they're lined up for a passing play here. That's kind of surprising.
So we'll see if they do throw the football here. Out of shotgun, 3-step drop, stepping up. Over the top, he's got a man, and again is Sam Johnson, and it is picked off for the 2nd time tonight. This time it's Caden Cruz. He's at the 50, he's at the 40, and he takes it right back to where the possession started. And the 2nd turnover of the night here for Traders Point. The 2nd interception, this time it's Caden Cruz, the quarterback, running back, defensive back. So 17 seconds, ball on the 40. I'm not going to predict what's going to happen because more than likely they'll probably just settle to go to the locker room down 11, which is what we saw them do when they had 4 minutes. But, maybe a quick draw here, a pass play to go over the top.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see maybe a quick sideline pass here, get out of bounds and get a little bit closer, maybe try a field goal.
And really the entire field is open here for South Newton with three timeouts. Out of shotgun comes Cruz. Cruz pump fakes. He's under pressure, scrambles, makes one man miss, gets it off, and it is caught, completed to his brother Corbin Cruz. A quick timeout here as the ball goes down to the 36-yard line. So a 5-yard little dump off there, which Doesn't seem like a lot, but he was in the backfield. That would have been disastrous.
He was. That was almost a sack, and you end up getting the first down out of that. The only problem is you only left 5 seconds on the clock, but we'll see if South Newton has a play for the end zone here.
So now it's just go deep and heave that bad boy in there. We have a timeout on the field. We will take it with them. 5.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Traders Point leading 17-6. This is high school football on IndianaSRN.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to Traders Point. 17-6, the home Knights leading South Newton with 5.8 seconds remaining here in the first half on IndianaSRN. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. One more heave to the end zone here if he's got the arm to do it. That is number 24, Caden Cruz, after the second interception of the night by Simmons Little from Traders Point. We'll see what happens here. You've got two wide receivers to the left, one to the right, one man in the backfield. That's Luke Patterson. Caden Cruz out of shotgun. One man in the slot. We'll see the play call here. Last play of the first half. 3-step drop. Steps up, under pressure, makes two guys miss, and he's going to go down and take the sack, and that'll end it for the first half as Traders Point has all the momentum in the world heading to halftime. They have a 17-6 advantage over the visiting South Newton Rebels. We have reached halftime here on IndianaSRN. Coming up at halftime, a nice little package for you coming up. And then I and my partner, John Lester, will be back to break down all of the action. From Traders Point, it's halftime, 17-6. The Knights leading the visiting Rebels of South Newton. You're watching high school football on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Game day on Indiana SRN. And now here's a special message from Assistant Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, Sandra Walter.
In cooperation with the Indiana High School Athletic Association, Indiana SRN would like to thank the men and women who officiate our sports contests. Congratulations to the following officials who've been selected as Official of the Year in their respective sport. This distinction is based on service to student athletes, coaches, and community over decades. These men and women have given countless hours to promoting and ensuring that education-based athletics are afforded to your student athlete. In cross country, Mr. Ted Knopfsinger. Soccer for 21-22, Mr. Lawrence Lohner. In volleyball in the north, Mr. Steve Klein. And in football in Lake County, Mr. Fred Schob. If you'd like to become an IHSAA official, please contact Sandra Walter at the IHSAA office, phone number 317-846-6601. And a huge thank you to Mr. Keith Meyer and Indiana SRN for being such an advocate to our officials, our student athletes, and our administrators of 407 member schools across the state of Indiana. We certainly thank you for the support and the constant effort to promote all that is good about education-based athletics.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Traders Point Christian School is ready to launch a really exciting educational model in our high school that'll affect the school all the way down to our preschool. So we're going to initiate a program called Schools Within a School. Traders Point Christian Schools as a whole offers traditional academic courses to all of our students. Courses like science, English, math, and history. But our Schools Within Schools is going to offer a really unique opportunity to students who want to broaden their perspective, broaden their opportunities in high school. We're going to give students the opportunity to focus their education on things that they're passionate about, things that really motivate them, things that they think they might want to do as a career beyond high school. There's 4 different tracks. One track is the School of Applied Sciences, and that might be for the student who plans to go straight from high school to a career. And then there's the School of Fine Arts. That's that right-brained creative person. And then there's the School of Leadership, the student who wants to be an entrepreneur, a business leader. And then the School of Biomedical Sciences, that student who wants to go on to some field of medical practitioner. So they might want to be a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, or a variety of fields within biomedical sciences. So in my 30 years of Christian education, I've not seen an opportunity like this. It doesn't exist anywhere else in Indianapolis. So give your students this opportunity. Check us out. The time is now.
Well, students at Traders Point Christian Schools are taking a new robotics course thanks to IHSAA Technology Partners. It's actually part of a new multi-year student STEM program that integrates into Traders Point's Schools Within a School model.
Well, preschool through high school, 18 months to 18 years. We've been around for 40 plus years as a preschool, early childhood center and developed over time. This is our 10th, 11th year as a high school. And we have just moved into our only high school building we've ever had 3 years ago. Part of that is launching 4 schools within a school. The School of Biomedicine, the School of Leadership, the School of Fine Arts, and the School of Applied Sciences, which is where this partnership comes into play. The School of Applied Sciences is our way of providing our students with project-based learning, real life examples of things that they can do in the workforce to prepare themselves for the next step.
Yep. Roger, from IHSAA Technology Partners standpoint, talk about how this partnership really came together.
Yeah, it really came together at the Indy 500 last year. We invited Ryan and a couple of his colleagues out for the race, and we got talking about what they were doing with the school. So Ryan was telling us what he was doing, and I was really interested in it because, my entire career I've focused on helping kids and, helping people achieve the dreams that they want, through their career. And I thought this was a good way for us to get involved and help kids, be able to go down a technology path and not have to leave Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. We're really focused on training our employees and giving them the skills they need to be successful. So we want to do the same thing with these kids. We want to bring them in, give them a path. They can either take a Microsoft Cloud certification path or a Cisco engineering certification path. And, that year that they're with us, they will get certified in that path, and they'll have job-ready skills from that. They could go to work immediately.
Yeah. So Ryan, this is, and we look at it from the student perspective, these are really hands-on experiences. I know internships are part of this as well. So whether they want to go on to college, go straight into the workforce, or some combination, these students will have that ability.
I think what's attractive to us is that this is a rare opportunity for them. Oftentimes in schools, they're aligned with universities and higher education, which is great, and we are too. But the opportunity to work with someone in the workforce in our community that's doing innovative things. Yeah. And then, to align our missions as well. Yes. To where we can focus on soft skills like character development and communication and creative thinking, yes, problem solving. So it's just a win-win for us, and we jumped at the chance.
The thing that I love about Traders Point is that they make learning fun, and my kids love going to school here.
Children know that they're loved and that they're safe, and this is a good, healthy place for them to be, and they can learn in a safe environment.
Everybody cares about your feelings and how you want to be treated, and God is always with you no matter what is happening in your life.
We got our kids started at age 2, and they've been there all the way through. Our oldest is now 20, so we've seen it through every step of the way and loved it.
Our lower school program here at Traders Point Christian Schools really has 4 distinctives. The Christian worldview, we have STEM as an initiative, and we also have outdoor and environmental education. Perhaps most importantly, at Traders Point, your children are part of a family. Not only are they excited and engaged about their learning, but every day they are loved, they are taught well, they are nurtured in Christ, and I can't think of a better gift that a parent could give a child.
We love that our kids will have that environment here and that it's safe and loving, and the teachers are welcoming them with open arms and a smile on their face.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Well, the sun is officially set here at Traders Point. It's halftime as the home Knights lead South Newton 17-6. There's been fireworks on the field. There was a fireworks show here at halftime in Whitestown. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester, 17-6. The advantage for Traders Point, 17 unanswered. After a sloppy start to the game here, John, a lot of momentum on Traders Point side. They did a really good job of establishing that run game.
They did indeed. They held South Newton to 90 yards defensively in that first half as well. But, yeah, outside of that first possession, that's about as good of a first half as you could ask for Traders Point.
And we did have an ejection. We weren't sure who it was. We did not see anybody leave for the parking lot, but the officials cleared it up for me at halftime. There was a holding call, which was the original flag, on a pass play downfield. That was brought back. One of the assistant coaches for South Newton was upset, jabbing at the refs. Refs gave him a unsportsmanlike conduct, and then he kept jawing and was then sent to what looks to me to be the weight room across the way there. So that's what he will have to watch the remainder of this game as South Newton, the Road Rebels, trail 17-6 on the opening possession of the game. The defense for South Newton stepping up with an interception that led to a 62-yard touchdown. But from there, it's been all Traders Point with back-to-back touchdown drives, and then a 27-yard field goal from Reagan Smith, her first of the season. She put it right through the uprights, and that's where we stand right now, 17-6. John, some of the stats that stuck out to you there in that first half.
Well, yeah, Traders Point was able to put 187 yards of offense on the board in that first half. Underwood rushed for 61 there on 11 carries. The only downfall for Traders Point, they did have 2 interceptions thrown in that first half. But, yeah, like I say, all in all, you're 0-2. You're kind of like, well, how's the season? This is a great start to this one. And I still, like I told you earlier, I still think the defense from last week, shutting out Covenant Christian, has attributed to this defensive showing in this game so far.
Yeah, and we see the field goal here up and good from earlier in the contest to make it 17-6. John, I was a little bit surprised there the way South Newton ended that first half. They had gotten the interception, had moved the football a little bit, but had plenty of time to maybe get down and score, but they kind of played it on the conservative side of things, punted it, got it back on the interception, and then went deep once but couldn't do anything with it. It's almost like the offense was playing not to give Traders Point another chance to put up points before the end of the half.
You always say, and in any sport, you always say you want to play to win and not to lose. That, unfortunately, has looked like what South Newton was doing there, just being very, very cautious. They ended up almost scoring there at the end of the first half, but, yeah, I was kind of confused with that clock management there.
And especially knowing that the opening kickoff here for the second half will belong to South Newton. What are some things that their offense needs to do to continue to move the football to get back in this game?
South Newton, they kind of mixed it up a little bit there in the second quarter, and it looked like it threw Traders Point off a little bit. And Cruz has a pretty good arm on him, so I think they may need to go to a little bit more of the passing game, and they're not out of this game by any stretch, only down 11, so we'll see how they play this in the second half.
Some other scores around the IndianaSRN community. Greencastle with a 14-0 advantage over West Vigo. Guerin leads Heritage at halftime as well, 17-6. Covenant 33-0 over Addicts. At halftime, it's Fountain Central 14, Frontier 12. Hamilton Southeastern all over Avon with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, 33-0. Make that 40-0 as we have reached halftime in that contest. And the big one in Class 6A, number 1 Center Grove with a 17-7 advantage over Carmel midway through the third quarter. So the first half is in the book. 17-6 is the advantage for Traders Point. The second half kickoff will be received by South Newton. Really impressed, too, so far on the offensive side of the football. Elias Underwood for Traders Point doing what he does. He gets another touchdown to add to his total on the season.
He did, yeah. He rushed for 61 yards, picked up that touchdown there in the first half, and Traders Point had the ball for nearly 14 minutes in that first half, too. So really good job on offense for them in this first half.
And we talked about on the outset, one of the keys to this game was going to be, with a lot of players in 1A football playing both sides of the football, giving your defense that rest. And very long drives that ended in points for the Knights kept South Newton's defense on the field, and short turnover-filled offensive side of the football for the Rebels has kind of put their defense with the back against the wall.
It has indeed, and with Traders Point getting the ball here in the first here in the second half, they're thinking, a good long drive, and if they can put points on the board, it's going to make it very difficult for South Newton.
So we're about 2 minutes before the start of the second half. We will bring it to you here on IndianaSRN right after this. High school football on a beautiful Labor Day Friday night, 17-6. Traders Point leads at a halftime. We'll be back right after this.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Welcome back to Whitestown, Indiana, on the north side of Indianapolis. Traders Point High School, they lead 17-6 over South Newton. This is high school football on IndianaSRN. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the IHSAA for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Very important here, John, for South Newton to get a nice momentum-building drive going here, ultimately ending in 6.
Yes, they have been able to get 2 picks off of, or force 2 turnovers off Traders Point in the first half. They'd love to be able to do that, but yeah, I think if they could get a 3 and out, but yeah, they need to do a job to keep Traders Point off the scoreboard on this first drive.
So we'll see what happens here so far in the first half. The first score of the game went to South Newton on a 62-yard touchdown run inside of 3 minutes in the first quarter. The extra point, 2-point conversion was called off 6-0, and it's been all Traders Point from that point moving forward, as Traders Point has scored 17 unanswered, 2 long touchdowns, and a 27-yard field goal from Reagan Smith. That was her first of the year. 17-6 the score. South Newton will have the opening kickoff to start the second half. Fielded at the 10-yard line. Pass to 20. Comes Cruz. He makes one man miss, pushes forward with his momentum, but then the pile will drive him back. Forward momentum gains him to about the 35-yard line, so pretty good field position here to start for the Rebels.
Very important first drive here for the second half for South Newton. Again, if they can mix that offense up a little bit against, it looks like it got Traders Point off their rhythm a little bit there in the second quarter.
And I think if you're South Newton, you really want to try to get maybe not a deep passing game going, but keep those defenders from Traders Point on their toes by throwing a few, couple short screen passes. We'll see what they decide to do with Caden Cruz in the 3-man formation in the backfield. To his right is his brother Corbin Cruz. Here's a shotgun snap, fumbled over the top of his shoulder pad, and it is fielded at the 35-yard line. So just like that, first play, -4 yards, second down coming up.
I'm not sure if that was a bad snap or if he just had his eyes off the ball or what exactly happened there, but a 6-yard loss for South Newton, not the way you want to start.
So second down, 16 coming up here for South Newton, who is trying to crawl back into this football game, only down 11, but they really haven't shown too many signs of offensive prowess since that first opening drive in the first quarter. Cruz out of shotgun. Quick handoff to Luke Patterson. Patterson is met at the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him at about the 29-yard line. Pickup of 2, third down and long already, not even a minute into this second half.
I'm really surprised that South Newton is not throwing some more of the passing game in right here. With the Cruz's Army's got, they've only thrown up 6 passes. I'm really surprised to see them not throwing a little bit more in the air.
And one of those passes came after a long gain to get a first down to go over the top. So third down and 17 here. Cruz in the backfield. Again, his brother next to him. That is Corbin Cruz. One-on-one coverage to the right. That's Evan King. He has an interception on the night. Here comes the blitz. Quick snap. Quarterback keeper the entire way. Makes 2 guys miss. Downfield to about the 35-yard line. So he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. No more. Fourth down and 10. It's a quick 3 and out for that offense of South Newton.
As tempting as it is for South Newton to probably want to go for this on fourth down, it is just not the territory to do this. I think you have to punt here.
So Xavier Gibson, who on the last punt, if you remember, went to field it and it took a bounce right in front of him, almost hit him, then bounced down about 15 to 20 yards. So you got to be careful fielding this punt here if you're Xavier Gibson. Here is the punt from the big boy. It's going to go all the way to the right side of the field, take a bounce at the 50, and it'll go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So only a gross punt of 16 yards, and Traders Point will take over for the first time here in the second half right around midfield. And you're thinking scoring here if you're quarterback Cooper Simmons-Little.
Yeah, and you'd also like to have a nice time-consuming drive here, too. You know, up 11 points into the third quarter. Traders Point can get a nice time-consuming drive here, too. That would be ideal for them as well.
South Newton's defense has been on the field seemingly for probably 75% of the minutes played so far tonight. They are back on the field. A lot of guys, you know, in 1A across the entire state of Indiana, guys like Javen Wright and quarterback Cruz are playing two sides of the football. Here's a quick screen pass. It is caught by Tobias Grant. Grant pushes to the 40-yard line, makes another man miss. It's going to be an original pickup of about 25 yards, but we have a flag down at the 46-yard line. We'll see what the officials initiate it. Holding on the defense. So that will be a decline of the penalty, and a nice little pitch and catch there downfield by Tobias Grant, who made a few guys miss and got down to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, great play there. That puts Simmons-Little at 131 yards in this game.
So mark it a 19-yard completion. And just like that, into South Newton territory goes Traders Point, looking to add to their 17-6 advantage here early on in the third quarter.
I was surprised. That's an interesting area to have defensive holding. I was wondering if he had pointed the wrong way originally, but
everybody has now moved over to that side of the field. And a nice little pitch and catch there. And really, so far, we haven't given them the love that they probably deserve. But the offensive line here for Traders Point has kept their quarterback, Simmons-Little, upright. They have given great space for the running back core to get moving. Elias Underwood had that 32-yard touchdown run earlier in the game. So shout out to the offensive line there for Traders Point, having a great night so far.
Yeah, and this is very important for South Newton here, trying any way possible to keep Traders Point out of the end zone at this point.
So it'll be a first down and 10. The football is marked at the 32-yard line. Out of shotgun comes Simmons-Little. Three wide receivers to his left. In motion goes Grant. He just had that quick play, and it is another handoff to Tobias, and he is hit hard at the top of his shoulder pads and knocked down for a gain of about 4 to the 27-yard line. So second down and 6 coming up.
Nice first down play there, giving Underwood a little bit of a breather on the bench there and still able positive 5 yards.
So Kevin Bostic checks back into the football game for Traders Point. He is on the right side at 6 foot. He has not gotten a target tonight, but looks like we're going to have a false start. As soon as we give that offensive line a little bit of credit, it gets pushed back. It'll be a false start on Traders Point, so push them back. All the yardage that they gained on first down there now coming back.
It's still a much better game, Traders Point, on penalties. That's just their 5th of the game.
After 15 last week in the loss, coming back here with 5 so far, keeping them at bay. Quick screen pass on the fake. It is caught to the left side, down the sideline to the 10-yard line and pushed out of bounds. It's Philip Moran. So a nice little pitch and catch there for a major pickup down into the red zone. They will mark him at the 6-yard line. So first and goal coming up on a 26-yard pass caught by Moran down inside of the 10-yard line.
Moran is over 102 yards receiving on just 3 catches. That's thanks to that 62-yard catch earlier in the game.
Out of shotgun, under pressure, moves, quick screen pass. It is caught. One man misses. Elias Underwood is into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night.
One rushing, now 1 receiving touchdown for Underwood.
And great job there by quarterback Cooper Simmons-Little by scrambling in the pocket, keeping the play going. A little dump-off screen pass there, and it's now 23 unanswered points for the Knights as they move their advantage to 23-6 with the extra point pending by Reagan Smith. She is 2 for 2 so far tonight on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goals. Snap is perfect. Ball down, kick is up, and that is right through the uprights. Traders Point, the Knights, all the momentum in the world. 8:47 remaining here in the third quarter. It's Traders Point 24 and South Newton 6. You're watching high school football here on IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
We're back here on IndianaSRN Labor Day weekend, Friday night football, high school action from Traders Point High School, where the Knights have scored again to push the lead to 18, a 24-6 advantage here. The defense got them the football back early in this third quarter, John, and they put up another 7 points.
That was a nice, important drive for Traders Point there in the third quarter, creating some more breathing room between them and South Newton.
So here is the kickoff, end-over-end kick, and Krug goes all the way back. It's going to bounce into the end zone, and South Newton will take over on their second possession of the second half from their 20-yard line. And, John, they have not been able to get going on offense since early in that first quarter.
Yeah, that first drive has been about South Newton's best offensive series of the night. I think it's important for them to keep the ball, have a nice long drive here, try to keep their defense off the field here, give them a little bit of a breather.
And at some point, and we saw this early when they were up 6-0, you start making different plays, changing formations, trying to get some pick plays downfield. We just haven't seen any of their drives continue. Everything seems to be stalled out here on offense since that opening possession of the first quarter.
Yeah, and the Traders Point defense has a lot to do with that, and with the way they've shut South Newton down offensively.
Patterson and the two Cruz boys in the backfield. It is Cruz on the keeper. That's Caden. He pushes forward past the line of scrimmage for a pickup of about 4 yards. They'll mark it a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, pretty good 4-yard pickup there on first down, and give him a nice little. That gives him 66 yards rushing too for this game.
And we thought, at 17-6 at the end of that first half, we thought South Newton would try to get a nice run going to maybe score again before the half. They didn't do that. They played it very conservatively. A 3-and-out on their first possession here in the second half. Now a 2nd down and 6. So we hit the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. Cruz out of shotgun. He's going to keep it, jet sweep to the right. Now he's going to throw it downfield. Wide open man. That is caught by Lucas Baguki, and he is taken down at the 40-yard line. So there we go. We talked about different momentum plays, different plays downfield. And it looks like we've got a personal foul face mask on Traders Point. So tack on another 15 yards to the already first down pass play, and now South Newton starting to get a little bit of that momentum back.
Cruz did a nice job rolling out there, and like I said earlier, I'm surprised they haven't gone to the passing game a little bit more because he's looked very comfortable there. He's 6 for 7 passing the ball, and so I've looked for them to maybe throw a little bit more passing in here as this game goes on.
So it'll be a first down here for South Newton, their first down of the second half, as we are 4 minutes into the third quarter of play. Into Traders Point Christian School's territory they go. Mark it at the 45-yard line. 3 men in the backfield. Same 3 per usual. Patterson and the 2 Cruz brothers. Caden has it. Caden now hands it off to Patterson, who spins at the line of scrimmage. Larry Zonka style past the 40 to the 39-yard line. So give it a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Rebels.
Good mix up there and giving it to Patterson, and a nice pickup there on first down.
We have an injury on the side of Traders Point, so we will take this time out with them. You're watching high school football here on IndianaSRN. South Newton has the ball. They trail Traders Point 24-6.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
So is the big sophomore, 6'4", 240, Nicholas Bartles, who was down on the play. He walked off of the field under his own power. We'll see if he returns to the game. You are watching high school football on IndianaSRN. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester from Traders Point High School, where the home Knights have a 24-6 advantage over South Newton. South Newton with their best drive of the second half. Here's a quick snap handoff. It's Caden Cruz, dumps it to his brother Corbin Cruz, who gets it across the 35-yard line. A gain of 6, good enough for the chains to move on the first down. So nice little momentum-building drive here, John, to start the second possession of the second half for South Newton.
Yeah, South Newton driving down the field here, and if they can get a score right here, they can get themselves right back in this football game.
Yep, the Butler boys, Nick and Matt, doing a great job here producing and getting us your camera action here from Traders Point. 6:51 to go. Cruz out of shotgun, looks, quick screen, completes it to Krug. Krug is trying to push forward, but he steps out of bounds, so a pickup of 1 yard there, second down and 9.
Yeah, nice job by the Traders Point defense there. They didn't look fooled at all on that play, limiting to a 1 yard gain there on first down.
So it's at the 34-yard line. Second down and 9. We'll see what they decide to do here. This by far the best possession on offense that South Newton has had since their first possession of the game, in which they found their only 6 points of the night.
Yeah, good-looking drive here so far for South Newton. See if they can finish this off.
One-on-one coverage. That's Sean McCusa to the left. And we've got some movement in the backfield. It'll be encroachment as Elias Underwood, 2 touchdowns on the night, got a little excited there. And that will continue to move the football another 5 yards for South Newton, trailing 24-6.
Yeah, Traders Point got a little excited on the blitz, got a little too excited there on the blitz there, and just jumped over the line there a little too quick.
2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 in the backfield. Cruz hands it off to Patterson. Patterson lowers his shoulder, makes another man miss, and pushes it down to the 21-yard line. So a pickup of 8 yards there, and again, South Newton moving the chains.
Best drive of the night for South Newton here, getting the ball near the red zone.
Trailing by 18 points. That is 3 touchdowns that they're going to, 4 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns that they would need pending extra point. We know that they didn't even try to kick it in that first quarter. They had an illegal formation, and the play was called off. Halfway point of the third quarter. Here's a quick handoff. This time Cruz hands it to his brother Cruz. Gets it down to about the 19-yard line, so maybe a gain of 2.
Got an update from that big game in Carmel, Center Grove, showing why they're still going to be the team to beat, 27-7 over Carmel in the third quarter.
Go Trojans of Center Grove and my good friend Eric Moore. I know there's Carmel people around, but that game in the fourth quarter, correct?
End of the third,
End
actually.
of the third quarter. Halfway through the third quarter here, here's a quick handoff to Patterson, lowers his shoulder, keeps the momentum and legs driving to the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4. So a third down and 4 coming up here. Inevitably, no doubt about it, John, 4-down territory.
Yeah, most definitely, and I'll be anxious to see. This would be a perfect time for a screenplay out there on the right sideline. We'll see how the South Newton plays this.
Nicholas Bartles checks back into the game for Traders Point. He was injured a few plays ago. 5 minutes to go, third quarter, 3rd and 4. Ball on the 10-yard line for South Newton, trailing 24-6 to Traders Point. Out of shotgun comes Cruz, hands it off to his brother Corbin. Corbin's met at the line of scrimmage, tries to spin forward, but gets no gain, and that'll make it a 4th down and 4. Ball on the 15-yard line. If you're not going to line up to kick the extra point, you're certainly not going to line up to kick the field goal here. They will go for it on 4th down.
No, not at all. This is about the biggest play of the football game right here. South Newton needing to keep this drive alive, and Traders Point wanting to get the football back.
I wouldn't be surprised for a hard count here to maybe get the first down cheaply by getting Traders Point to jump off sides.
Yeah, they've already done it once this drive, so we'll see what happens here.
One-on-one coverage to the right. That is Sean McCusa. One wide receiver to the left. That is Krug. I don't expect him to put the football in the air here. Here's the snap to Cruz. Cruz, quarterback keeper the entire way. He's hit again, pushed forward. It's going to be close as it looks like he is at the 11-yard line. So we will see the way the officials mark it. Just short of the 10-yard line, they will mark it a first down. So a great play there on 4th and 4 by Cruz to continue this drive, the best drive of the night so far, as South Newton will look for the end zone for the second time tonight. But a lot of clock being burned off here in the third quarter by keeping that football on the ground.
Yeah, most definitely, and giving their defense what they needed, some much-needed rest on that sideline. So you got a first and goal. Well, I guess not a first. You can get about a half-yard line, I guess, but for a first down.
So they are right just short of the 10-yard line. 3 wide receivers line up. You got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. In the slot is Lucas Baguki, and a flag on the play.
It's going to be a delay
of game. So you get that first down on 4th down to the 10-yard line, and then you don't get everything going. I mean, we talked about not being in a sense of urgency at all here, despite the fact they're down by 3 scores. And that's just mistakes they can't have.
Yeah, that's just a penalty you cannot have. Yeah, that's just a little bit of lack of concentration on the clock there.
So it'll be a first down and 15 now. It's a quarterback keeper the entire way by Cruz. He runs left to right, gets to the hash mark, and then drugged down at the 15. So he runs about 6 yards, but barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Mark it a second down and 15 as we are under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, very, very important for South Newton to finish this drive off with a score here. With as great of a drive as it's been, would be a very big disappointment to come out of here with 0.
2:40 remaining, 24-6 the score. Traders Point leading on their home turf. High school football, Labor Day weekend, IndianaSRN. A lot of college football coming up over the next 48 hours as well. Cruz out of shotgun. Quick screen pass, and it is dropped in the backfield and then covered up by Lucas Baguki. So that play goes for naught, and it'll be a third down and 15 with 2:21 remaining in the third quarter. Again, 4-down territory. We'll see how they choose to play it.
I was actually wondering if that was a lateral there for a minute, but I guess they did call that an incomplete pass.
Yep, and we've seen that in warm-ups a few times. We were talking about it, a couple screen passes where the ball was short and was not caught. Luckily for South Newton, that ball was deemed incomplete. Stops the clock, but again, 9 seconds to go here on the play clock. They're going to have to show a little bit of sense of urgency as Corbin Cruz lines up to the left for the first time. Only 1 wide receiver in the backfield. Going to be a play pass all the way to the back of the end zone, up, and it is picked off by Traders Point. And that is number 12, Philip Moran. He's got a few catches on the offensive side of the football, and now add an interception to his resume, the first of the night for Traders Point. And just like that, all momentum taken back by the Knights, who stopped that drive of South Newton's. And we will take a look at this on the replay. It looked like a pass play the entire way as Corbin Cruz threw it up to his brother Caden Cruz, going up forward, and it was just barely overthrown on the fade route, and a nice interception there by Philip Moran. And Traders Point will take over from the 20-yard line with 2:16 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you're South Newton. You had the ball for over 6.5 minutes there, and to come out with an interception, very, very disappointing for them.
And we talked about right before that, John, how are they going to play that? And they didn't play it conservatively. Here's a quick crossing slant pattern, caught down past the 40 to the 50-yard line. A nice little pitch and catch there. Sam Johnson on the catch.
Yeah, great play there, and a great play for Traders Point there on first down coming out of that interception.
So they're going to go with the hurry up here. Ball on the 48-yard line. First down and 10, 2 minutes to go. Here's a quick handoff to Underwood. He is met in the backfield, and a nice tackle there by South Newton. That's Kellen Krug as he stuffs him in the backfield for a loss of 1.
That nears 200 yards for Simmons Little on the passing game tonight.
So Simmons Little getting it done. He does have 2 interceptions, but with the 24-6 lead, it looks like if you're Traders Point here, you're going to start trying different things, different lineups, maybe go into the hurry up to learn what you can for next week. Not saying this ball game is completely over with, but you start to try to figure out other things for later on in the field. Here's a little cross handoff. Didn't look like it was going to work, and now it does. Down past the 40-yard line, full speed ahead for Underwood, and he is going to be tackled at the 29-yard line. So a pickup, but a hold in the backfield. This one will come back.
Wow, tough break there for Traders Point, getting the great play, but getting called back on an offensive hold.
It's a misdirection handoff, and it looked like Underwood got a little bit confused. The handoff then went to Johnson, who had all the momentum going downfield, but a holding coming back, and you kind of wonder why he has so much space around him, and now you find out why.
Right, yeah. I'm interested to see here. I know a minute 18 to go. They're still in the third quarter, but I'm actually interested to see if Traders Point starts maybe working on the clock a little bit, working some new run plays into the offense here.
And I think at 24-6, knowing that South Newton hasn't scored since early in that first quarter, the goal is to stay in the green. Stay on the field, keep that clock running. Let's just try to get some other things going. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Quick handoff here to Underwood. Makes a few guys miss. He's off to the races. He's got plenty of room, but he's tripped up by the turf monster at the 20-yard line down to the 18. So a 32-yard run on the pickup there by Underwood.
Great run there by Underwood. Unfortunately, the turf bug got him there. But, yeah, got him there inside the red zone once again is Traders Point.
And that's one of those where tomorrow in film, they're going to say, this was a great run, but he's going to remember that one by not being able to finish it off. I'd expect him to hand it right back off to him here on 1st down and 10 from the 18.
He's at 93 yards rushing tonight.
Simmons Little out of shotgun. One man goes in motion. Here's a quick handoff. This time it goes to Xavier Gibson around the corner. Gets the sideline, still on his feet, pushes the pile forward for a pickup of 9. So a 2nd down and 1 coming up.
Yeah, great run there. Haven't heard much from Xavier Gibson tonight, but that was only his 2nd carry of the game. But, yeah, good 8-9 yards on that one.
25 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and they will keep the clock moving. And with just under 20 seconds to go, this should be the last play of the third quarter.
We haven't talked about this. You were talking. It's great to see fans back at high school football this year. We missed you guys last year. It's great to see fans back.
And it's nice to be at a game instead of having to be in a studio where you can't move around, meet and talk to people, and just be a part of that Friday night football action. Under center comes Simmons Little. One man in the backfield. He's going to throw. It's got a quick, and it's picked off at the goal line by South Newton. So for the 3rd time tonight, the South Newton defense gets an interception with double zeros on the clock. We've reached the end of the third quarter. So South Newton will take over from their own 8-yard line, trailing 24-6. We'll start the fourth quarter right after this. High school football on IndianaSRN.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We've got 1 quarter remaining here from Traders Point High School. IndianaSRN has you covered. Check out our website for upcoming broadcasts of high school football around your area. Also soccer and basketball coming up here over the next several months as well. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. 24-6 as we start the fourth quarter. Last play there, John, of the third quarter, looking for a touchdown. The 3rd interception here by Simmons Little, and as great as he has been controlling it, again, we talked about this in the outset. Interceptions hurt him last week, and again, 3 this week.
Yeah, 3 this week. About the only thing that hasn't gone right for Traders Point tonight. But, yeah, the 3 interceptions, it could have been another 6 points right there, unfortunately, with that pick.
So South Newton takes over in the shadows of the goalpost of their own end zone. Cruz in the backfield with his brother to be a sweep to the left side. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It might actually be a loss of 2 back to the 5-yard line. So the first play of the fourth quarter goes for a loss of 2, 24-6. You never say it's over. Right. But the way that the urgency hasn't been there for South Newton's offense and seeming to not be there right now, it's going to be tough for you to convince me otherwise.
And it's a growing experience. You know, when you've lost 37 games in a row, it's a learning experience. They finally got that monkey off their back last week, so it's going to be a growing experience for them. But
here's a quick quarterback keeper to the right side. A lot of momentum for Cruz. Makes two guys miss. Gets past the 15-yard line and down to the 16-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of 11. So that will move the chains for a first down here for South Newton.
That does give South Newton 113 yards on the ground tonight.
And they've been doing a good job. A lot of that came was with the chunk run of 62 yards there in that first quarter, where they kind of had Traders Point's defense on edge on what to expect. They took it to the house for that 6-0 lead, but since then, since about the 10-minute mark of the first quarter, it's been all Traders Point. They lead 24-6. 3 in the backfield, Cruz, and Patterson. 2 wide receivers to the left. It'll be a handoff to Corbin Cruz. That's the brother of the quarterback, Caden Cruz, and he does not even get back to the line of scrimmage. So a first down run of -2 to bring up second down and 13.
Another thing, South Newton coming off that 6.5-minute drive. They would love to have a sustained drive again here. The game, I won't say it's out of reach, but you just want some things to build on here in the fourth quarter for next week.
The latest IndianaSRN poll is out, Class 1A. You've got South Adams, Lutheran, Park Heritage, your top 3. Some good football being played there. As we know right now, going on Center Grove all over Carmel. That's that 6A battle, 1 versus 2. Maryville, number 3 in 6A, the Pirates out of the Doolin Athletic Conference in Northwest Indiana. Here's another handoff past the 20-yard line. Markham just short of the 20 at the 19. That'll be a gain of 4. So a third down and 9 coming up here. You almost just decide to go on a 4-down territory. We have a face mask penalty here. So that will move the football and the chains forward. So give it an automatic first down for South Newton.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about, the penalties with Traders Point. Some of these are penalties that's 9 now in the game. Still a lot. They've cleaned it up a lot more from last week, but still might need to work on it a little bit.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the IHSAA for the private use of our audience. Use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. First down and 10 after the penalty for the face mask from the 32-yard line. It'll be a fake handoff keeper. Cruz gets it down, trips forward to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 8, second down and 2 coming up for South Newton.
78 yards on the ground tonight for him as well.
You're down 24-6 here, John. You want to work on some things because it's so hard to simulate in practice, Monday through Thursday game action. If you're South Newton here, I think it's let's just see what we can do. Let's not turn over the football, which they've done a pretty good job tonight of not turning it over on the offensive end, and see if we can get some other things momentum-wise going.
Yeah, and if you can come out here with a good fourth quarter, that's going to be a good momentum builder going into next week.
And you talked about it from last week. Just, Traders Point, that fourth quarter played great defense and carried over into the first half here, despite the fact that, South Newton scored first. That little blemish, other than that, it's been all Traders Point.
Yeah, Traders Point, yeah. Carrying that over from you shut out the defending 1A champs in the second half, and that carryover, you can have that carryover into this game, and that's exactly what they've done here tonight.
So 8.5 minutes left here in this contest from Traders Point. The Knights with a 24-6 advantage over South Newton. South Newton has the football. 3 men in the backfield. Cruz waits for the snap. He's going to keep it the entire way. Gets past the 35, past the 40 to the 50-yard line. Mark him at the 49. That'll be a pickup of 9, and that'll be good enough to move the chains again. John, we've seen South Newton in this second half be able to keep the chains going, but haven't been able to get to the end zone.
Yeah, just haven't been able to put those points on the board, and I am actually impressed with this Cruz. He is a good dual-threat quarterback, can get the ball in the air and can also get it done on the ground here.
And it's one of those things that, if you're Caden Cruz, yeah, I like these quarterback keepers, but I'm trying to stay upright. Let me throw the football down the field, and we've got a timeout here. It will be charged to South Newton, so we will take it with them. 7:47 remaining in this contest. It's been all Traders Point, 24-6 the lead. You're watching high school football here on IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
.747 remaining here in the fourth quarter from Traders Point. The Knights all over the visiting South Newton Rebels. The score 24-6. You're watching high school football here on IndianaSRN. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. A nice little momentum-building drive here again for South Newton. We'll see if they can end this one with 6 points.
Yeah, South Newton's had very good time-consuming drives here in the second half, and their offense has played a lot better here.
Out of shotgun comes Cruz, fakes the snap. He's going to throw it down the sidelines. He's got a man, but he overthrows him by about 5 yards. But again, give South Newton credit for trying something other than the quarterback keeper here in the second half.
Absolutely. He's got an arm on him, that Cruz. We actually have a final from Hamilton Southeastern. Hamilton Southeastern 40, Avon 13.
At least Avon got on the board. Yeah. Fountain Central 26-12 winners over Frontier. Covenant leading Addicts 53-0. 7:41 to play here in this contest. South Newton with the football trailing by 18. 3 men in the backfield, 1 wide receiver to the right. That's Evan Krug. He's got a interception on the evening. Cruz hands it off up the middle, stuffed immediately. That is Corbin Cruz, his brother, and a nice tackle there and a great move of sportsmanship from Trader Point's number 51, Jackie Wilhite, who had the tackle and then lifted up the runner off the ground. As we've reached the 7-minute mark here of the fourth quarter, Traders Point leading 24-6. Really no urgency out of South Newton, which is surprising, especially when it was 17-6 and they had the ball.
Yeah, I think South Newton's just wanted to get some things going here, and definitely 4-down territory here, you would think.
Oh, yeah. Ball at the 49-yard line. 3rd and 8. Quick snap, handoff. Nope, he will keep it. He's got room to the left side, makes one guy miss. He's got enough for the first down. Cruz down the sidelines, and he is gone. Off to the races for the second time tonight. That's a touchdown. No flags on the play. So it's 6:45 to go. And the first time since early on in the first quarter, South Newton finds the end zone to make it 24-12.
Yeah, great run there by Cruz, getting it the 49-yard touchdown run there, and this is definitely 2-point conversion territory.
And they went for it the last time, but a very weird illegal formation was called, therefore no chance to even put it in. Now they will go to the same formation, but number 4, Evan Krug, just ran in with a T, so maybe we'll see them go back and then indeed kick the extra point.
That is also 136 yards rushing for the quarterback Cruz tonight.
And that was Cruz's second touchdown run of the night, if not mistaken.
Yes.
And they will now go back to the formation, the left-footed kicker. That's Edgardo Andrade Luna for the extra point. There's the snap. Good one. Hold up, and it is no good. Wide right on the kick. The laces were not out, Finkel. And it is 24-12 in favor of Traders Point. You know, you go back to that, the 2 scores so far have been giant chunk plays for South Newton. And you wait for those smaller plays to enable you to open up those plays downfield. Just unfortunate for South Newton that it came early in the first quarter and now midway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're in the middle. Yeah, they've had some drives stall out there. But, again, good-looking drive and a good-looking quarterback here for South Newton, Cruz here tonight.
Let's take a look back at Caden Cruz's second long touchdown run of the night. This one of 49 yards. The fake handoff goes to the left here. He's got a nice block from his brother downfield who really takes out 3 defenders. And then it's off to the races for the second touchdown of the night for Cruz and South Newton. Again, the extra point goes wide to the left. And it's 24-12 with 6:45 to go here. Now on their kickoff so far, we've seen kind of pooch kicks up in the air. We'll see if they try to get this football back here.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting kickoff here. In a 6:45, you're going to need 2 touchdowns here still. So, yeah, we'll see how they play this.
Here is the kick. It's going to go high in the air, fielded at the 25-yard line by Tobias Grant. Grant lowers the shoulder, gets it past the 40-yard line to the 42. So it's 6:39 to go. If you're Traders Point, you want to play it kind of how you've played this entire game. Go on some long drives, kill that clock, and you could really put this football game away with a couple of first downs.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of rushing here to try and run this clock out, this 6:39 out here, and get out here with your first win of the year.
So first down and 10. Ball is on the 43-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Here's the quick handoff. It is bobbled, but then picked up past the 40, past the 50, makes another man miss, and off to the races is Elias Underwood. He is tripped up at the 10, and they'll mark him down at the 6-yard line. Would have been his 3rd touchdown of the night. But Elias Underwood, again, adds to his yardage so far tonight with that huge rushing play.
And just at the tackle with the shoestring there, it would have been a hat trick for Elias Underwood tonight.
A 50-yard rush there from the 43 down to the 7-yard line. And just like that, Traders Point says, not so fast, South Newton. You're not getting back into this one. We're going to put you guys away.
I bet I know who's getting the ball here.
This is the second time we've seen this where Underwood had a long drive. In the backfield this time is number 9, Justin Kirk. We actually haven't seen him all night. He'll take the handoff, and he will be stuffed at the line of scrimmage and pushed back by Caden Cruz. Caden Cruz playing great tonight for South Newton on both sides of the football.
Yeah, South Newton getting it done there after giving up the long run there, holding to a 1-yard gain there on first down.
Halfway through the fourth quarter here, 24-12, the advantage for Traders Point. Still in the backfield is Justin Kirk. He just rushed for the first time tonight. Simmons Little out of shotgun. He is going to hand it off. Again, it's stuffed immediately. This time it's Luke Patterson with the big hit. So a 3rd down and 8 coming up. If I'm South Newton, I'm really considering burning a timeout here.
Yeah, with 3 timeouts, 5 minutes left. If you can hold them out of the end zone here, yeah, you want to preserve as much time as you can.
We'll see if it's 4-down territory. The last time a drive stalled out like this for Traders Point, they did send out the field goal crew. That was when Reagan Smith knocked through her first field goal of the season from 27. Here's quarterback keeper the entire way. It didn't really look like they wanted anything more than to just snap the football. And they will indeed send out the kicking crew for the second time tonight. Reagan Smith, the senior, she is perfect so far tonight on extra points and field goals. This one will be from 25 yards, so she's connected from 27. We'll see if she could add to the scoring total for the night with this 25-yarder with 4:30 remaining.
Considering that 50-yard gain, even if they get the field goal here, you have to consider this a win for South Newton because it's going to stay 2 possessions.
Here's the snap. High snap, ball is down, kick is up. It is hooking to the right, and it'll fall short. No good, so that'll stop the clock with 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. After that long gain, South Newton all of a sudden trailing by 12, needing 2 touchdowns. We saw them score quick on that last possession. We'll see if they can't do it here to cut this lead in half.
Big win there for South Newton to hold Traders Point off the board completely. The only problem is you're starting back at your own 8-yard line.
So it's more than likely time to not completely abandon the run, but certainly you've got to go to the air here because you've got 92 yards to find the end zone.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to see if they throw some sideline passes in here, too, to try and save those 2 remaining timeouts.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line after the missed field goal. Technically a touchback. Puts them at the 20-yard line. Out of shotgun comes Cruz. He's going to keep it himself, and he's stuffed immediately in the backfield for a loss of about 4. We'll see if the urgency picks up here for South Newton.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go, and that clock's ticking away. South Newton looks like they're going to the conservative clock management.
2nd and 14, under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Traders Point with a 24-12 advantage. You know, in that third quarter was a little stagnant on both sides of the football. We saw Traders Point get into the end zone. But this fourth quarter so far has been all South Newton.
Yeah, South Newton has really done a nice job in this fourth quarter, holding down Traders Point and then getting that offensive touchdown.
2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Out of shotgun comes Cruz. He's got 2 men in the backfield. He will hand it off to his brother Corbin Cruz. That's Luke Patterson. Luke Patterson keeps the legs going past the 30. Mark him down to the 31-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down with 3:20 to go. If you're thinking of a touchdown here, you like that chunk yardage, but you got to get back up to the line of scrimmage quickly, and they're not doing that.
Yeah, since South Newton got that first down here, I thought you might see him have a little bit more urgency here, but
or call a timeout.
Or call a timeout, yeah.
You can't take them back up to Kentland, Indiana with you. They'll stop you on 4:21. Take them back. 3:05 remaining. First down and 10. It's been a good fourth quarter for South Newton. A couple defensive stops, a touchdown. We'll see if they can cut this lead in half and make this a little bit more interesting. Here is a quarterback keeper the entire way. Cruz gets past the line of scrimmage. His momentum carries him up for a gain of about 6 yards. So second down and 4 coming up, and it just seems that South Newton is saying, you know what? We know we're not going to get back in this football game. Let's get everybody back on that bus healthy and ready for next week, because down two scores here in this fourth quarter, they've had plenty of time to maybe at least take some shots downfield. And taking those shots downfield, John, even if it's incomplete, it at least stops the clock.
Yeah, you get the stoppage of the clock. Yeah, with this clock management here and the clock management in the first half, a little questionable.
So 2:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter, 24-12. Traders Point with the advantage. Cruz to the right. Scrambles across the middle. It is caught to the left side. That is number 16, Lucas Baguki. He gets to about the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Move the chains again. Nice little pitch and catch there.
Yeah, and great job there, and I think he got out of bounds to stop that clock as well. And, only one incompletion tonight for Cruz.
So Cruz very efficient so far in the very limited opportunities that they have given him to put the football in the air. 2 minutes to go. Ball at midfield. First down and 10 for South Newton. Out of shotgun comes Cruz. He's got 2 wide receivers and 1 in the slot. Hands off the football to Luke Patterson. Patterson gets the edge around the 50 to the 45 to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 7 coming up. And we'll see if they do indeed call a timeout here, and they will. So South Newton takes the timeout with 1:43 to go. Let's not put the cart before the horse, but if you could find the end zone here in the next, let's say, minute, it would get really interesting. And the 2 times that they have scored, it's been large chunk plays that haven't taken too much time off the clock.
Yeah, you get a touchdown here and onside kick. Who knows? I think he was trying to get out of bounds there, so they didn't have to use a timeout. But nonetheless, you still got 1 timeout. So we'll see if they throw a little more passing plays in here.
2nd and 3 coming up after the timeout. 1:43 remaining. High school football here on Indiana SRN. Thank you tonight for tuning in on your Labor Day weekend wherever you are across the state of Indiana from Traders Point High School. They lead 24-12 here on Indiana SRN. Tony Donahue alongside John Lester. Matt and Nick doing a great job keeping the broadcast going here from the press box. Right around the 50-yard line is where we sit. From the 43 comes South Newton. The Rebels been very efficient in the passing game so far this evening is Caden Cruz. He is out of shotgun. He'll keep it, looking to pass, throw it, quick screen, caught, and taken out of bounds. A nice little pitch and catch there, caught by Lucas Baguki, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, did a dual job there. Knew where that first down marker was and got out of bounds to stop the clock, preserving that last time out.
So a first down, got enough for the first down, got out of bounds. A nice little play there, and really, when you talk about the touchdowns they have, outside of those touchdowns, that might have been the best play so far tonight. Just the smarts to catch the football. You got the first down. Let's not try to push forward for that extra yardage and lose 7 seconds. Let's get out of bounds and reset the offense.
Right, yeah, knowing where that first down marker was. Now I'm interested to see if they go for the end zone here on this first down.
And we've seen them do that many times so far, but here's a quick handoff draw play past the 35 to the 34-yard line goes Corbin Cruz, and we will see if they use their timeout. They will not. Minute 22 to go.
Again, real no sense of urgency here.
Knowing that if they score here, you can go for that onside kick. 2 wide receivers to the left. That's Evan Krug and Lucas Baguki. 1 to the right. 2 in the backfield. Cruz pump fakes. He's got a man down the sideline. He's going to go deep to him. It's a wobbler, and it is underthrown and incomplete. No harm, no foul there. Ball bounces off the turf. Stops the clock with a minute 1 to go, but it does bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I expect to see another play just like that going towards the end zone. You got a minute left. You're going to have to start firing downfield, I think.
And I know that I'm not a high school football coach, and I never have been, and I will never pretend to be. But when you know that your quarterback doesn't have the best arm, why are you throwing it across field, across his body, when you could line up those wide receivers to the right, and then he's throwing it with the momentum to his right? It doesn't have to throw across his body. Just don't understand it. Not surprised that he threw it about 10 yards short. And Cruz has been great tonight. He's been a great quarterback. Yeah. But as a football coach, you have to put him in positions to where he can execute the offense, and that's just simply not doing it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it kind of putting him on the spot there.
Down a quick run there by Corbin Cruz. It'll be marked at the 30-yard line, so they will indeed move the chains and
preserving that timeout.
And it will preserve the 4th and 1. The refs getting together to discuss. So it will be a timeout called by South Newton. So it will be a 4th down and 1. This can be one of 2 ways you can take it if you're South Newton.
Yeah, this might the way this has gone tonight, I may maybe just expect to see a quarterback keep up the middle, just try and get that 1st down.
So they will put, I believe, 10 more seconds on the clock. Now for South Newton, this goes 2 ways. 1, you get a chance to work on a 4th and 1, 4th and short, which you may not get to do that often, right? 2, if you execute it and you can keep those chains moving, I know it's probably out of the realm of possibility, but getting a touchdown here gets you within 1 possession.
Yeah, and then onside kick, you never know what's going to happen on an onside kick. So, yeah, they get a quick score here. They can make things very, very interesting.
So 55.5 seconds. They add 10 more after the timeout. Now, that's the last timeout that South Newton has. They are out of timeout, so they won't be taking them back to Kentland with them. 24-12 is the score. South Newton with the ball. It is a 4th down and 1. Cruz will come out of shotgun. He'll have Patterson in the backfield with him. 3 wide receiver set, and a whistle comes out again. And great job there by the coaching staff of Traders Point to see the way the offensive line's up and goes to a timeout. And with that lineup, when you line up on a 4th and 1 out of shotgun, it becomes a 4th and 3 when you snap it. Yeah, you got some forward momentum. So I'm expecting, even though you don't have a timeout, the play call here, John, and we'll see if you agree with me, should be quarterback keeper under center, get the 1st down, and get set because they're going to reset the chains. The clock will stop, but get set for that play immediately. So you want to tell them, look, quarterback keeper, and then let's throw the football after that, but get to the line of scrimmage and be ready for when the ref gives you that whistle to go.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, and also with Traders Point taking that timeout, I'm interested to see if South Newton does change the play call up from the shotgun to just like you were just talking about, just going right under center.
And I think you have to. I mean, it's been proven that Cruz can get you some yards when needed. It's been proven that Patterson can, but to come out of shotgun on 4th and 1, as soon as the ball is caught out of the snap, it's a 4th and 4, and they'll come out of shotgun again here. We'll see if they do a quick snap to maybe get Traders Point to jump off sides. You got plenty of time on the play clock with 20 seconds remaining. Cruz, shotgun, snap, takes it to the left. He's going to look to throw it. He's going to dump it off, got his man, caught for the 1st down, and he smartly takes the football and runs out of bounds. So a nice little 4th down pitch and catch there. Another completion from Cruz to Baguki, and that's good enough for 1st down. So there you go. Just like that, they move the chains again.
Just like we said, shotgun was a smart play.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah. Just like we drew it up, yeah.
Like I told you, I'm not a high school football coach. I don't pretend to be, and I never will be, but I do have some questions. Out of shotgun comes Cruz, Patterson in the backfield. 3 wide receivers, 1 man in the slot. Fakes the handoff. He's got a guy crossing this seam there, and he just overthrew the intended target of his brother Corbin Cruz. If he hits him in stride there, great chance that that's a touchdown.
That is only the 2nd incompletion for Cruz tonight. Been very, very effective.
Very efficient night so far for Cruz. They just haven't, 9 attempts, 10 attempts?
11 of 13.
11 of 13.
Most of those here on this last
drive when, all of a sudden, and you go back to, the start of this fourth quarter, there was no sense of urgency when they had the ball on offense, and maybe you're thinking to yourself, kicking yourself in the foot, saying maybe we should have went for it. Roll out pass. Cruz finds his man. It's Evan Krug, caught and out of bounds. So, again, a nice little pitch and catch there down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 8, 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, you get that stoppage of the clock getting out of bounds there. And, great drive here for South Newton.
And we discussed this, and I know I just mentioned it, but you're going to get on this bus going, man, in that fourth quarter when we had the ball, there was no urgency. We had just scored to cut it to 12. You got to, like you said, you got to play to win the football game, and South Newton really hasn't done that until this drive.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if they do score here and ended up only losing by the 5 or 6 points, that clock management there at the end of the first half as well.
Yep. Well, they could have had a chance to get some points. Here's a quarterback keeper as the pocket collapsed. A great run for Cruz, lowers his shoulder, and he got hit hard on the shoulder pad and in the helmet. He'll be down for a second but gets back up. A great first down run there by Cruz, who gets out of bounds at the 5-yard line and only takes 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, Cruz getting it done once again, and South Newton on the verge of getting in the end zone once again.
He was tackled out of bounds to stop the clock there at the 5-yard line. 30.6 remaining. 24-12. Traders Point with the lead, but really it's been a very even second half here so far with both teams getting on the board for a touchdown each. Here's a quick snap again, Cruz, and he's going to go down. So now you got to urgently get to the line of scrimmage and snap the football to clock it as it continues to run with 18 seconds. Now 16 seconds. Shotgun snap. He's going to keep it again. He's tired. You can tell. Yeah. Makes one man miss, and that's about going to do it for the football game. It will. So Traders Point will pick up their first victory of the season. It's a great effort there by South Newton to finish this one off. But too much momentum there in the first half as Traders Point finishes this one off here on IndianaSRN. Final score of 24-12. And, John, let's quickly look back. A lot of instead of saying Traders Point played a great game and dominated and controlled it, which they did, you still felt like South Newton would have had a better opportunity had they shown more urgency.
Yeah, I think Traders Point as the game went, you hate to say, you don't want to say like you're playing not to lose, but, these are high school kids. They looked at the scoreboard and saying, well, this is a team that just won their first game in 30 seconds. They may have laid off the gas a little bit in the second half, but still a great first win for Traders Point.
Yeah, absolutely. And South Newton, after that 80-mile bus ride down here, showed up, played well, executed some plays, didn't execute a few, but overall, you're going to look at this game and 24-12, a little bit more even than what I think most people will see based on what they would look at in the box score tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think South Newton's going to win some games this year. I mean, this is hard to – you looked at this team and tell, well, this team really lost 37 in a row because they've got a good offense. I think this team's going to put up some wins this year.
From Traders Point High School, thank you for watching high school football here on IndianaSRN. For our guys, Nick and Matt, John Lester, I'm Tony Donahue. Final score from Traders Point, 24-12. The Knights on the board in the win column for the first time this season. Thank you for watching high school football on IndianaSRN. Have a great Labor Day.